Hello, welcome to the Boss Huddle. My name is Jasmine K. and
Miss Mac.
and today we have Miss
Jorgie Cooper from Glow Girl.
Miss Cooper here, and we are ready to get into this roundtable here at the Boss Huddle. Boss Huddle! Woo! So today we have Miss Jorgie Cooper, and we are going to be discussing how faith works, how your obedience in entrepreneurship can get you down the road that you are trying to get there. Welcome, Jorgie.
Thank you for having me.
I love Jorgie.
My girl.
Pink hearts, pink hearts, pink hearts, pink hearts, pink hearts, pink hearts. But for those who don't know you, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Jorgie Cooper. I'm the founder and CEO of Glow Girl, the girliest and pinkest permanent jewelry studio in Charlotte, South End.
Woo woo! And it is very girly and very pretty in there. So if you haven't been, you should go. Can you tell us how you you know what, let's back up because we're talking about obedience and entrepreneurship. And if you all didn't know, Jorgie actually worked a corporate job before getting into entrepreneurship. So if you could just tell us like how that kind of went for you and how you got out of the corporate scene and into what it is that you do now.
Yes, of course. So originally I moved to Charlotte for my first big girl banking job in 2018, and that was right when Glow Girl was founded. So I was able to move away from my hometown, and it just allowed me to have a lot of focus and start a business as a side hustle on Shopify as well. So I just always thought that my business would just generate a bunch of sales overnight, to which would lead me to quit corporate America. But unfortunately, it didn't happen like that. God was really calling me to quit in order for it to thrive into what it is today. I know everybody has a different story. Like some people are laid off, unfortunately, and they have to give their business their all. But I had as people would say, a good job, Savannah. Yeah. So I had to make the choice to leave, which is a little bit harder than getting laid off. Kudos to everybody, but everybody's story is different. But I pretty much had to tell them that I was leaving, and at the time, it didn't really make any sense.
True fact.
Because I took a break from Glow Girl because I was wedding planning. That's another thing. I had a ton of debt from our wedding. Any brides out there, you know that wedding planning is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Lord, you want me to quit right now? I'm looking at my credit card statement. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But okay, let's see. So I took the leap, and yeah, he hasn't let me down. So
boy, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to what Miss Jorgie has going on. If you're not, go follow her on Instagram at Glow Girl. But I've literally seen her come from this to this in a matter of months. So just from one boss to another. Congratulations. I see you. We see you. But what was that actual moment? What was the moment that said that God told you you need to go? Yeah.
I would say God usually talks to me in numbers. So he told me the end of March was gonna be my last day. And I was like, that's a little too soon. I pretty much created this game plan called Jorgie 3.0.
Period.
So I was turning 30 in 2024. That sounds like forever ago. Yeah, I turned 30. So I had this plan. It's this guy named Herbert Harris success plan.
Mm-hmm.
And you pretty much have to put dates next to each of the goals.
Mm-hmm.
So that, you can make a vision board, but this was really standing on business because you kind of had to do what it said on that specific date. And I think I put leave corporate America by my birthday, but he just kept saying to me clearly, I just kept seeing threes, and a lot of things were being confirmed to me in threes. And 3 is a really holy number. So yes,
I love that. And we love when God talks to us directly. Okay. And a lot of times if he not talk to you directly, once you get the feeling that you're supposed to be doing something and it's not happening, you're gonna be put that way anyway. So because I got fired from my last corporate job. Before I was in entrepreneurship, I was still working for the man, and it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working, and I got fired, and that was it.
I had to get surgery and I was out of work and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna let you go." Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, I guess
now I gotta do something.
I guess I'm gonna go do my own thing. I guess.
Next thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were your first like things, actual like steps that you did to move into the business itself?
Glow Girl was like founded in 2018, and I think a lot of people like don't see that part because it does kind of look like I got this overnight. But that's the thing about Favor, like it looks like you got it overnight, but you didn't. So this is like almost 8 years in the game with jewelry making. But I started researching permanent jewelry. I was watching Love Is Blind, and there was a couple getting permanent jewelry, and I was like, "What is it? That's so stupid."
And I first heard of permanent jewelry because I was like, "What you mean it's permanent? You know, my fingers be swelling and stuff." So that's always interested to me. So you saw it on the show, and then
yeah, because it's unisex. Yeah, so it was like a guy and a girl getting it, and I started researching it. I was like, "Oh wow, this permanent jewelry is like really a thing." But I kind of had already been doing something similar, like at pop ups and different things in Charlotte. I would sell jewelry online and ship it to people, but when I would be at pop-ups, like girls will be like, I want an anklet, but can you like fit it to my like ankle right now? So it just wasn't like the loading process, but I was still like making jewelry on the spot for people. Added that to the business model and it just kind of like boomed.
Yeah.
I always think about things that make me nervous about if I did something that somebody else did, and I'm thinking of welding next to someone's. Like I already have the drill, so I'm thinking about welding. Yeah. How is that like for you? Are you ever just get comfortable with it, or is it like you don't even think about it?
Yeah, I don't think I think about it much anymore. There is like a piece of like leather that we put like on your wrist or your ankle like as you're getting it welded, but it's really like a quick and simple process of like it's like a spark or two. And sometimes that does creep like customers out, but just making sure they're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And you can always cut it off, so it's not like forever. But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just say I am a patron and I have a bracelet here. Okay, this has been on for about a year.
Yeah.
I have 2 anklets. They've been on for 2 years. I have a Pretty Lounge necklace that has my logo on it for my brand that I've had for 7 years, not hasn't tarnished. So yeah, get Quill Girl for the jewelry. Yeah. I have a question. So your business grew like really rapidly. How do you feel like faith and obedience like played a part into your expansion? Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah, and I asked that because again, like as an outside person, looking in, and everybody thinks like this entrepreneurship road is so fast paced and everything's happening quickly for you. But like behind the scenes, like how did obedience to God or what He had called for you to do really play into expanding? Because not only does she do permanent jewelry, she now has her storefront in South End, and she hosts all kind of events. So like, there's so many layers to Glow Girl that I mean than just jewelry. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say just like keeping the end goal in mind. And just, like
Yeah.
like keeping the end goal, like having your why as your, front and center so
Yeah.
that you can stay like focused on what you need to focus on. Yeah, definitely a lot of talks with God, like in the car. I feel like that's usually like my safe haven for like talking to God, even like a voice memo so that I can go back
Yeah.
and reflect on like the fear in my voice or like the uncertainty.
Yeah.
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 Listen, I be on my phone looking back at videos like, ooh, man, this can't clown
I
like
was
this.
fighting my life.
No, it feels like that.
I love
Especially when you're walking out on that faith because it's like there's nothing that's tangible
Right.
here just yet.
Yeah.
It's just I have to move forward.
Right.
And I definitely am a person that had to move forward. That's why I even ended up at TPO Suites and I was like, can I do this? I'm not sure. But it's when it's a calling, I feel like it's definitely, if you don't do it, it's going to be more detrimental than the move.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's true. I definitely agree in terms of that. Like just like having the moment with God or in general just filming a diary. Let's just say a diary, and we've talked about this. But Jorgie has her own diary series as well on her personal page, and it's just always good to have that to go back and reference to know where you came from and everything that you were going through at one point, and what you've prayed for to see it come to fruition in the future. So I've loved watching that on your page and just you showcasing your actual journey with your business.
Yes, what made you initially want to share that part of your journey?
I definitely think that Glow Girl is like a women centric and like girly brand to where I've gotten like different like responses and perceptions about like me and my entrepreneurial journey. Like some people think that I like to joke about this, but it's true. Some people think that I drink coffee and wear pink like one day. So, like
No, we actually showing up in pink.
I was like,
okay, we like she definitely showing up in pink. It's maybe a pink panel. Okay, no, but we in pink for Georgia.
yeah, thank you.
We do think that you drink matcha and
Yeah.
That can be like a compliment, but sometimes
Yeah.
like a little like, no, I'm actually like working hard.
yeah,
Like, you know.
yeah.
I'm like breaking boxes down, cutting boxes open, or climbing up a ladder, doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I think it just shows that you don't look like what you're doing.
Yeah.
It looks like she's having a leisurely time. It's like you go in here like,
No, actually,
working hard.
These nails is getting to work. Okay,
Great,
right.
Yeah.
How do you feel like so for me, faith also encompasses alignment, right? And like, do you feel like on your journey here thus far, like everything has been aligned for you? Have you had to subtract more than you feel like you've added for alignment? Like, how do you feel about your environment?
Yeah, you definitely have to subtract. I think every time, unfortunately, when you level up, everybody can't go with you. Like you have to, say goodbye to not just people, but things, habits, like thoughts about yourself, like limits and ceilings that you have to break. So
yeah, more subtracting than adding. Okay, it's true.
What things do you utilize now, whether that's something that you do just to help yourself reset or whatever, that keeps you focused on your goals and moving forward each time?
Yeah, I would definitely say prayer, a good voice memo with God, or just by yourself. Even if you don't record it, just like screaming in the car.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Getting through it. A coffee for sure. I'm a coffee girl. Check out Glow Girl Cafe.
Okay.
And then my pugs and my husband, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
fun.
Yeah, just snuggles with the dog. Yeah, that'll do it.
I love it. Right, yeah, my dog and my husband. Okay, yeah, we love that. We love that. We love that. We love that. What's your favorite drink at Glow Girl Cafe right now?
So my favorite drink is She's a Little Nuts.
Okay, She's a Little Nuts. What's in that? What's in that?
It's like a pecan iced latte.
Okay.
It can be hot too.
Okay. I like that. So we have Glow Girl Jewelry. We have Glow Girl. Well, She's the bag, the brand. And then we have Glow Girl Cafe.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. I love Jorgie. We've known each other for a while. And again, the whole purpose of the Boss Huddle is to highlight our community as bosses, right? Yes. And this is a prominent figure right now in the Charlotte industry, especially as it pertains to not just like beauty, just girl. Woman boss, womanpreneur.
I always enjoy seeing you, and you definitely bring in good energy to the space anytime I see you.
Yeah.
Since I met you about a year ago now.
Yeah.
I've been around.
I really think she's a light. She's such a light.
You're so sweet.
Yes. But I appreciate you coming on the Boss Huddle today.
Yes. Please let everyone know where they can find you as far as your socials and things like that.
Yes. So my personal social is Glow Jorgie. Business is Glow Girl. On TikTok is Glow Girl Brand. And Glow Girl Cafe on both Instagram and TikTok.
Yes. And as per usual, we're gonna go ahead and huddle it on out. Put it all in, bosses. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, Boss Huddle!
So silly.